Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Three news stories. Firstly, an attack by the Oromo Liberation Army close to the capital, Ethiopian capital. This is the closest to the capital in terms of attacks by OLA in recent months. Secondly, doctors in Ethiopia are complaining, resident doctors who are learning specialization, studying for specialization at universities. I got information from two universities. About Jimma University, we have been hearing since yesterday what's happening there. From other university, I just contacted information now, which I want to share with you. Thirdly, a court has sentenced an Ethiopian Orthodox Archbishop in absentia, 6-year imprisonment. Let's start from the capital, Addis Ababa. We know that this week the Oromo Liberation Army announced the start of a new offensive on the government forces. OLA made an announcement through a social media post. And when the announcement was made, OLA said that the new offensive was for introducing democratic change, for ensuring respect for people's rights, and to protect the people of Oromo. Though we have not seen so far any clear objectives of this operation. Will security forces be targeted? Will OLA resort to assassinations like Fano? Will it call for transport bans? Will it attack government facilities? Will it attack just ENDF? So still not clear. So I'll have to wait. First attack by the Oromo Liberation Army closed the capital in recent months. The attack was carried out around 40 kilometers away from Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital. It was carried out in North Shore zone of the Oromia region, Chancho district. And there is a Kabyle in this district where Oromo Liberation Army fighters attacked police. Oromia police, 6 police officials were killed in this attack. It is being confirmed. No statement from the Oromo Liberation Army, but locals are confirming that the attack did happen. We'll have to wait for the official statement, which might not be released by the government. OLA is silent too. OLA only shows prisoners when it captures Ethiopian federal police members, National Defense Force members. It shows them. But such attacks are generally not publicized by the Oromo Liberation Army. Let's see. Same is the case with assassinations when Prosperity Party leaders are killed. The OLA, etc. They don't claim responsibility for the attacks. And for kidnapping, ransom, too, whenever it happens, the groups don't claim responsibility for these activities. Let's see what OLA does in coming days. What will its new offensive lead to? Will it lead to some change in Oromia? Let's see. Secondly, words doctors are suffering in Ethiopia. It seems that economic problems are being faced by all sections of society, and government is not acknowledging the gravity of the situation. They say everything is under control, inflation is going down, food inflation is not increasing now, no need to devalue birr, but people are suffering. A few days ago, we saw protests in southern Ethiopia by teachers. And we heard about students at universities that they were complaining that meal was not being served. In some cases, menu was being changed. Universities were complaining that they did not have enough budget to feed students. Now, a new development showing the plight of doctors. doctors, resident doctors who are studying at universities, studying for specialization, I think. Two universities from where we have received information. Firstly, Jimma University, where doctors are unpaid. For several months, no salary is being given to them, and doctors are leaving the university. There are 100, 70 remain, 30 have left. Why? Because how will they make both ends meet? How will they feed their families? How will they survive? They're leaving university. Second university is Havasa University, where I got in touch with a doctor and I asked him about the situation there. In fact, he contacted me, and then we talked about the situation there in terms of salaries, etc. He said that the salary, monthly salary, was 12,000. 9,000 were being given to the doctors. That is why doctors at least are not leaving the university. For several months, full salary is not being paid. Who pays salaries? Universities or the Ministry of Health? Ministry of Health pays salaries. If you talk to the university authorities, they say that talk to the Ministry of Health. Ministry of Health is silent. It's not issuing any statements. It's not telling what is happening. Does it have lack of budget? Which seems to be the case. That these months are crucial because universities, education institutions, other institutions, they have run out of money. They don't have enough budget. And somehow they want to drag the situation towards the next financial year so that they can get new budget. And during this period leading up to the start of new financial year, somehow they want to survive. Economic issues definitely being faced by institutions in Ethiopia. Lastly, viewers, rising tensions between the Ethiopian government and religious leaders. The religious leader has been sentenced at an Ethiopian court. Abune Locus is an archbishop, I think member of Synod to Orthodox Church of Ethiopia. He is the archbishop for Eastern Australia Diocese. Last year, he delivered a speech in Texas, the US, I think. And there he called for the assassination of Ethiopian PM Abiy. And he did not, he refused to back down. He refused to withdraw his statement. In his later statements, he refused to withdraw his words. Ethiopian government criticized Abune Locus, and it started legal proceedings against Abune Locus. At an Ethiopian court, charges were filed against him in absentia. Obviously, Abune Locus did not come to Ethiopia to defend himself. The court has now sentenced Abune Locus to 6-year imprisonment. It means that Abune Locus cannot come to Ethiopia now. The day he comes, he will be arrested. Did church condemn the statement of Abune Locus? I am not aware of any clear condemnation of Abune Locus statement by the church, main church. I mean, a church leader is calling for the assassination of the prime minister of the country, and the main church is silent. Or at least he's not clearly condemning Abune Locus statement. It is surprising. He is still working in his position, no change. That is why government is angry that when the church is protecting Abune Locus, church should have condemned the statement. Church should have told him to apologize, at least to retract his word. Nothing happened. That is why the government started legal proceedings, and the Abune Locus has been sentenced to 6 years. Thank you for watching.